Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of But It's Free. My name's Chris Kenner and we've got Karma with us today.
Hey.
Karma's a bit sleepy still.
I'm really tired.
It's like you've been fine all day and then suddenly it's just...
We have very, very loud, shouty neighbours and they keep me awake a lot.
Yeah. But today we are looking at some more of Newgrounds New Games offerings. So without further ado, let's get into it. Goth Kid. This looks like it was drawn in someone's school sketchbook.
Yeah, this is kind of slightly insulting to goths. This is not goth, this is actually scene kid or emo.
It's called little emo Bob.
Yeah, this is definitely emo. Goths wouldn't reduce themselves to this. I would hope not.
Look at the little square man. It's animated with just its feet go up and down, but they've gone to all the lengths of animating it so that it has a hair flick.
Yeah, I'm actually a goth. I dress in gothic clothes, and this is not what goths look like.
This looks like someone got their impression of what a goth is purely from the goth kids from South Park.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not actually that far off, but this is emo.
Yeah.
And there's a difference, and if you've watched an episode of South Park, you'd know.
How do I... Oh, do I have to get all the coins to be able to complete it?
Oh, that's the dick move.
Yeah.
To be fair, do you know what? I'm actually imagining the beams of light are actually just sort of streams of piss.
That looks... For the coloration, that looks more accurate.
Yeah, I think that's actually pee, and that's what you're trying to avoid.
Yeah, that's more reasonable, I think, to be avoiding pee. Although I can't make this jump. Nope.
And you died.
Yep.
Because you stepped in the pee and then got some sort of infection.
Yep, death by pee. Next game! Angry Grand Run Russia.
Oh, I'm kind of sad that this is a mobile phone game that's made it onto Newgrounds. I like to see things from small people, not just demos for mobile games.
Yeah, that's what this really is. But it is a full 3D game, so it's not like it's
it's not that sort of one-man studio thing that I like to see, though. Oh, I've got to bash the punks.
Oh, okay.
I actually kind of like this.
I'm basically an angry grandmother sort of beating up Slavic youths. Oop, jumping golden tanks. It's weird that my jump is on the arrow keys and my left and right is on the A and D for the WAS and D stuff. It's an interesting tutorial though, it's getting that right.
Yeah, just throwing you in the deep end and hoping that you pick it all up.
Oh, I see. The arrow keys are for turning corners.
I mean, it's not bad, I suppose. This is better than some of the mobile phone games I see on here, which are basically clicker games.
What did I hit? No, that spoiled the whole thing.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. But I think that's all there is to that. You are an elderly lady and you run good.
It's alright, I guess. But I'm disappointed that it's a mobile game on a platform like this. But I feel like that's a bit cheap. You're trying to sell your mobile game to people and this isn't really the place for it. This is supposed to be a bit more of a creative space.
Yeah. I mean, it's alright, but I think we've seen enough of that.
Yeah.
Saint Meatloaf.
Oh, what is this?
I don't know.
What is this? What are we doing? Oh god, what? Oh!
Why is there a badly rendered image of meat? It's not even appetizing looking meatloaf.
No, all meatloaf looks like that. Look, I have to pose a question. Meatloaf isn't a thing in the UK as far as I know. I've never seen it served here at all. Why do people eat it? It looks horrible. That doesn't look like food.
I don't even get what this thing that's following my cursor is. The game hasn't even bothered to hide the cursor.
Well, it's clearly a pair of hands clutching a cross.
Oh, I didn't see that initially.
Yeah, it's like hands clasped in prayer, with a cross. It's just stupid looking, though.
Yep, and that about sums up this whole thing.
I assume there is more to this, but can't be asked to find out.
I don't think I can tolerate staring at that meatloaf floating up and down.
It looks disgusting. How do people eat this stuff? Like, there's only one thing I know of that they have in America that is more disgusting looking than meatloaf, and it's called head cheese. Look it up at your own risk.
Yeah, because that sounds like you're going to get something entirely different to anything you consider food.
No, if you look it up, you do get pictures of head cheese, but head cheese is not what I call food. It's...
Yeah. Anyway, next game! Duke Dashington Remastered.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by the remastered part.
Yeah.
Again, another mobile game.
Oh god, yeah, I can see.
I really don't like doing mobile games just because I feel like I'm advertising somebody's thing, you know? Like, they make a profit from these. And I feel a bit uncomfortable doing that, especially when they haven't just sort of asked us to or paid us to do this, so... Ugh.
Oh, I see what I've got to do.
This is why I don't like seeing these things on Newgrounds, frankly.
Yeah. Like, it's a fair enough puzzle, and, you know, it's cute and all, but... there's not a lot to it, and it's not actually getting more complex, it's just the same stuff, just in a different arrangement. There's buttons, there's moving platforms.
Considering how fat this little guy is, he can move.
Yeah, it just reminds me of Wario, but like if you ever get the opportunity, I thoroughly urge you to play Wario Land 4 on the Game Boy Advance, because that's basically this, but way better done.
And don't forget, we can't play it for you. Nintendo is putting a bit of a kibosh on that sort of behaviour. How dare you play our games and make us look good? Not allowed.
Yeah, they're very much being old men about that.
Yeah, back to this, really. I don't really care that much for it.
Yeah, I think we're done. Oh my Gatling!
You missed a trick there. Should have done a George Takei impression.
Oh my Gatling!
There we go.
Yeah. So, in this, you are a guy who doesn't want robots to take over the military.
Oh, wow, that's like a really unique sci-fi premise for a story there, you know. That's really unique.
Yep.
Never heard anything about robots trying to take over anything before.
Yep, it's not reminiscent of a certain Skynet Terminator storyline at all.
Or anything else, like, pretty much.
But it's got a cool mechanic that you've got to be careful about your gun overheating.
Yeah, this game is merciless.
Yeah.
I like the background, at least, I guess.
I can't avoid running into those little guys. Like,
oh, jeez, like...
And I can't even see where I am because of the flashing invincibility effect, but it's not flashing me most of the time there and some of the time gone. It's the opposite.
Yeah, it is really... This is really brutal.
Yeah, like, look, you can't see where I am very well until I stop flashing, at which point I become vulnerable, and if you're in a bad spot at that point, you're scuppered.
Yeah.
Oh, I've overheated my Gatling.
Yeah, and like the overheat thing's actually kind of brutal.
Yeah.
Because you're just swarmed with it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, this is cute. I love the graphics.
But those guys, I can't kill them. And when I try and jump over them, there's usually so much else on the screen that I can't avoid that either. And again, when I'm invincible, I can't tell where I am to be able to get out of the way of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's inherently bad design. It's kind of a poor showing today. Let's see what else they've got. City Crasher. In this one, apparently, you're a giant robot that wrecks cities.
Yeah, like, this looks alright. It looks alright.
Like the aesthetic of this, it reminds me, if anyone's ever played Supreme Commander, one of the races you can play as in that, the Cybran, look like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty enough. But, it's still fairly meh.
Yeah, it's okay. But it's just, like, this is all there is to it, is to go through and try and squash as many buildings as you can. There's a nice particle effect to it, and like, I suppose wrecking stuff is always fun, but a lot of the games that we've been seeing today, there's just not anything more to them than their barest face value. And it's always more entertaining when you can get more out of a game like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's possibly one of the better ones we've seen so far.
Yeah, but
at least it's not been trying to advertise itself shamelessly and get you to go on, get it on your mobile phone.
Yeah.
Which is,
well, there's nothing inherently wrong with mobile phone games, but a lot of the culture amongst the development can be quite toxic.
My problem isn't with mobile phone games. I love mobile phone games in many cases, but what I don't like is them using a platform like this as a means of advertisement. This is supposed to be an indie playground, not a place to advertise your microtransaction-laden crap. Just stop doing that. Stop taking the space up and burying things that are probably all pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's what we're having the biggest problem with at the moment, is a lot of the very good stuff here is getting buried under all of this stuff that I really don't want to talk about, because frankly these people should be paying us to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, it's advertising. Like, I don't mind advertising the actual free games that you can get hold
because
of.
these people actually deserve to have their things talked about.
Yeah, or critiqued in some cases.
Like, I really want there to be a bigger scene for indie developers, and even people making these little browser games. This is something. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, and everyone who's developing has to start somewhere. And sometimes it means something like this, and they get this out, and people are like, yeah, this looks good, but you could do more with it and with what you've got. And that's fuel to take it away. But people who are bigger, muscling in on that and drowning these sorts of games out, makes these sorts of games seem very lackluster and as though they don't belong, when in fact they're in exactly the right place for people who are beginner developers and are just starting out and do want some feedback on how well they're doing and how they can improve. And it's not ruining the industry, but it's certainly damaging it. And ow.
It's not ruining an industry, it's spoiling the fun.
Yeah.
It's ruining what was a place of fun and a place where you could pick up interesting things and see some things that maybe you wouldn't see
and where people
anywhere
could
else.
Experiment as well.
I mean, one of the things I love about Newgrounds is that you get a lot of, like, sort of very saucy games on here. You wouldn't get them on consoles because you just don't, you know. They're games, like, I've joked in the past about the schoolgirl spanking game.
Yeah, which we still haven't covered.
Yeah, and we're still not sure if we should. That's a thing for the comment section, I think.
But, yeah, I think we're done with this one anyway.
Yeah, I think we're done here today.
Okay, so that's today's offering. Not as good as we've experienced in the past.
Really disappointing, like incredibly disappointing today. I'm sorry, it has been a bad episode.
It's not abominable, but it's just, like, I wonder if we've sort of had our Flowers for Algernon with a not story that we covered in one of our previous videos.
No, I don't think it's that. I think there's plenty more out there. I just think we've had it all kind of ruined by
yeah.
It's just been a bad day for it today, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you could hit that subscribe button, we do have new videos out every Thursday and every Sunday. It's not all on Newgrounds, we do cover a wide variety of free games. If you could hit that like button, it'll help our channel immensely, because we want to be able to put more time into this, and we need your help to do that. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.